Yes.
Let's go out there. Let's make some more friends. Let's make a friend with you.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. You guys try to make it. We'll be announcing a big rendezvous here in a couple months or so. And that's the one that you need to try to come to.
Could come meet the whole crowd.
Hey everybody, Bill and Deb.
Hi from, we got some sun.
Yeah, the sun peeked out. Sun peeked out, which has been a hit and miss thing.
Yes, we have been in the sunny state for 5 days now. No, 7. Came in last week.
Yeah, and it ain't been sunny.
And we haven't had sun.
No.
Well,
off and on.
Yeah, more off than on.
But I can't argue with the temperatures, though. They've been much more pleasant. So anyway.
I think it's 71 today.
And I was doing some checking. So one of our viewers emailed us just a little bit ago. I don't know if you saw it or not.
No.
But concerned, wanted to know if we were still in Arkansas. And because evidently they must have had some storms in Arkansas. So I pulled up a map of where the storms hit, and our particular area and where our kids are, it doesn't appear that they got anything bad.
Well, none of them reported anything.
No. And we would have thought that they would have by now. But anyway, and this is Sunday.
Yes.
What's the date today?
29th?
I think you're correct. Yeah.
It's almost the end of the year.
Yeah. We hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas holiday. We went for a ride on that day with our hosts that are letting us stay here.
We can say their names, can't we?
No, probably better not.
Okay.
Probably better not.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are. Yeah. But anyway, they took us riding around and went down to Daytona Beach.
Yes, St. Augustine.
And we stopped at Buc-ee's on Christmas Day because they're open around the clock.
We thought, let's do something totally unusual because everybody else will be home, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
So we went to Buc-ee's, and it was loaded with people. The parking lot was chock full. But, I just had to have a brisket sandwich.
And it was really good.
Oh, yeah, as usual.
As usual.
Truly awesome. And then we drove by the Daytona Speedway. And, and I had some wonderful footage of some of this stuff, but I inadvertently reformatted the SD card in the camera this morning, and guess what? I thought that I had pulled everything off, but I had not.
No.
So
take my word for it. I have some pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can post a couple of pictures.
Yeah, you took some photos.
Photos of the ocean.
Maybe you'll be seeing
the
some
important
of that
stuff.
Here. Yeah. We drove through St. Augustine, which was pretty cool, and it was just at dusk. So the lights were starting to come on and things like that, and they had the handsome cabs out, giving people rides. And
it was a really nice day. We really enjoyed it.
It was very, very enjoyable, and I've also gotten some help from one of our hosts on doing some work on the van, which we will show you. We've got all 4 solar panels on top of the van now.
Yes.
In fact, if I have time this afternoon, now all I have left to do is hook them up to the system. And I finished the console, the power console that mounts inside the van. But I'll be showing you all that in a future video.
So that's project 1, almost complete. We only got 2 more to go.
Yeah.
Well, 3.
And there's one other thing I'll be adding later, but we got to wait on some parts to come in. But that doesn't keep us from using the system now. In fact,
well, I've been researching a new technique for my floors. And we're going to be doing that, and possibly redoing my countertops. We have lived in this trailer now for, actually be 4 years in this coming June, so almost 3.5 years. Yeah. And it's beginning to show. It needs some perk ups, it needs some new paint, it needs, what you would have to do regardless where you live, but it's time.
Yeah. So we got things we're going to be tinkering with, and of course we have the impromptu rendezvous coming up at Ichetuckney Family Canoe and Cabins the last week in February. Ichetuckney Family Canoe and Cabins, which is over by Fort White, Florida.
Yeah, we'll be there that last week.
Right. So, and I think they're pretty much full by now, but
Don't know. I haven't been.
Wouldn't hurt to check if you want to see about coming over there for that last week in February.
And remember, it's just a meet and greet type thing. We're not doing anything formal.
No, really, we're not going to have any schedule of events or things like that. I am working on a couple of songs, and if the weather affords itself, we might set up a small little system and have a little campfire music thing.
To be determined.
Well, yeah, still waiting to see about what happens there. So, yeah, those are the things that are coming up. But what we really wanted to talk about, and one reason why we're shooting the video the way we are, and you see this big old fire pit here, the hosts that we're here at right now, we were all sitting around the fire pit last night. And
yes.
We've done that 2 or 3 times since we got here,
but we
which
had
has been
a
awesome.
nice fire going, and the evening
Yeah.
was beautiful. It wasn't hot, wasn't cold, wasn't raining for once.
Yeah. And of course we'd had a few shots of Fireball. Deb outdrank us all, but
You make it sound like I'm some kind of alcoholic or something.
the bottle is empty, everybody.
That was our 3rd night on that bottle, and there's 3 of us drinking. Give me a break. Oh my gosh. I ain't sharing
Anyway.
no more.
But we got to talking and everything, and talking about this last 5.5 years, and they brought it up. Our host brought it up, the
Yeah,
subject.
do y'all realize we will be full-time as of March?
6 years?
Yeah, we went 2019.
Oh, my goodness.
March of 2019 is when we moved into the red trailer.
That's 5 years, isn't it?
This
Or is it 6? I don't know.
this year, March, will be 2025, and I believe that's 6 years. He needs to go back to the 2nd grade.
Yeah, that'll be 6 years. I can't pull out my calculator because, I've got the phone connected to the camera so I can control
But
it.
it shocks us because we have, and we've shared a lot of our adventures with y'all. We've met some totally awesome people, and that's what we were talking about last night.
And the fact that how all of us have become, a family. And it's just unreal. And that's what they were talking about, because before they actually met us, which was at one of the rendezvous that we had and everything, they said they had a few friends here and there, but nobody that they really did a lot of things with. And now, of course, with all these people that they've met, they've developed a whole network of friends that they visit on a regular basis, and it all came from the rendezvous we've been having and people coming together. And
That is amazing to us.
It's
Totally
just
amazing.
absolutely awesome. One of our other friends, another host that we stayed with on the way down here for a couple of weeks, he was saying the same thing. Him and his wife both were saying the exact same thing. And
honestly, when we were living in a sticks and brick and we were working every day, we might say good morning to our neighbors, but I could not tell you their names.
yeah.
We never got acquainted, and we lived in a town. We lived in town. We had neighbors all around us.
And we had this one couple, and we still have this one couple that when we're back in Arkansas, we try to get with them as often as we can.
If they're home, they're always out.
Yeah, because they're out running around too. They're going up to New Hampshire during the summer, up in New Hampshire, and then coming back in the winter, and usually they are leaving Arkansas by the time we arrive back.
Right.
So
and when they arrive back, we're getting ready to depart.
So we get to see them briefly, but we still love seeing them, and we like getting together and playing cards.
And we haven't done that the last couple of times.
No. But hand and foot is the favorite game. But we've just the network of friends that we've been able to develop through this, and those friends developing their own network from all of this, has truly been amazing. And they come from all walks of life. They come from those that full-time, those that have a sticks and bricks, but they still travel a lot. We have others that have a sticks and bricks, but they're out traveling more than they're home.
Yes.
You know, and they have that, and you know who I'm talking about more than anybody else. But they have this adventurous spirit about them, and quite honestly, that's what keeps us all going. You know.
I think so.
And it's just such a wonderful thing that has happened purely accidentally. It's nothing that we planned.
No, we never would have planned on something
never,
like this.
Ever
we never would have dreamed that we would have made good friends out on the road.
Yeah,
Never.
Yeah.
That wasn't the goal when we first started out.
No, our goal was to find a cheap, a less expensive way to live and still be able to travel and see the things that we wanted to
That
see.
was the goal.
And do the things that we wanted to
And we've
do.
still been able to achieve that, but now we've made the addition of some special friends along the way, which is awesome.
And it's, I wouldn't trade this life for anything right now.
Me either.
No.
I'm not ready to quit.
And, you know,
We're getting slower.
well, yeah. Well, yeah. But still, I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I don't think any of these other folks that we have met along the way, I think they feel exactly the same way. I really do. Unfortunately, we've lost some friends along the way, you know.
And that's heartbreaking.
And very heartbreaking, and we'll get into that more here when we feel that it's more appropriate a little later down the line. But there was this one person that followed us all the time, and we finally ended up, and he was an elderly gentleman, and he couldn't travel, but he wanted to, and he dreamed of being able to travel. And we would stop off and see him and stay with him periodically from time to time down in southern Alabama.
Yeah.
And here recently we kept trying to call him, and there was no answer. And usually if he doesn't answer, he calls back, you know, shortly. And he never did call back. And finally, Deb was scrolling through Facebook one day and found a notification.
Right.
That he had passed away.
I mean, I was shocked, not real shocked, because I couldn't imagine him not contacting me back. But, you know, I know that's the nature of things, but
still, it's rough.
It's rough.
It's rough. One of the sweetest people that you'd ever meet.
Of course he was.
Yeah. Truly, well, yeah.
Everybody we meet sweet.
That's right. But this gentleman was something else, and we always look forward to seeing him when we were out that direction. And he was always so happy to see us. And he had a spot in the backyard where we could park.
Yes.
And he didn't want us staying anywhere else. He wanted us right there. That's where he wanted us. And we said, okay. So he's going to be sorely missed.
Yes.
But we'll see him again someday. Yeah. In one way, shape, or form. So anyway, I don't know what else to say. This is just what we wanted to kind of visit with you about.
We wanted to wish everyone a Happy New Year, because it's almost New Year's.
Yeah.
And we knew we probably wouldn't be doing another video.
We usually take the latter half of December we kind of chill.
We chill. And we've been chilling. With projects.
Now we'll be back in earnest beginning in January with more videos.
Yeah, Bill's got more to show you, and he's got, like I said, he's got some more projects. We even brought the table saw.
Yeah, and we were discussing a project this morning, and she has her ideas how she thinks it should be, and then I have my ideas about how it needs to be in order to make it work. Guys, you know what I'm talking about. You'd say, this is what I want, Bill. Now handle it. Like,
Moving on.
Sure is a pretty day today, right now, isn't it?
I
So-
believe you should change the topic real quick.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
I know I
Anyway, we just wanted to take a moment to talk about this and how truly fortunate we feel.
Oh, I have one more
blessed.
thing.
What's that?
Grant is not quite 3 months old. Actually, he's not quite, let's see, November 5th, December 5th. No, he's not quite 2 months old. Guess what? We've got an eye tooth.
Yeah, that's our great grandson.
That's our great grandson.
Yeah, great.
Well,
In fact, you know what?
you got a picture.
They're looking at a photo right now. One of the latest photos we have. of
And
Grant.
his mama isn't happy
No.
because he's grown up too
Already-
fast.
Already have teeth coming in. Yeah. You know, and that's something to look forward to when we get back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, to get to visit with him and see him
He'll be
and all
crawling.
the kids for that matter.
He'll be crawling time I get back.
This is true. What am I supposed to do? It's too bad we're not in the Star Trek generation where we could just go to the porter or whatever you
That's
call
what
it.
I want to be teleported.
Transporter. I don't know. Anyway, where you go and step up on this thing, you know, and they make that funny noise. It goes, whoa, you know, and all of a sudden you disappear and you show up somewhere else.
That's what I need.
Yeah, Deb needs one.
I need one.
We need that. Yeah, just so we can, go spend an hour and then jump back
I
on the
would
pad.
spend the whole day and then come home. Come back.
Well, I may have to come back and forth for a little bit.
Well, of course you would. But
Anyway,
enough said.
for all of you that tuned in just to hear us ramble about this and how happy we are with the decision we made almost 6 years ago to do this.
Yep.
For those of you that hung around, to listen to all this, thank you so much. We
Thank you.
appreciate that.
And have a great new year.
Yeah. And yes, absolutely. And let's have a great year, everybody.
Yes.
Let's go out there. Let's make some more friends. Let's make a friend with you.
There you go.
guys, yeah, I'm talking to you. You guys try to make it. We'll be announcing a big rendezvous here in a couple months.
Yes.
Or so. And that's the one that you need to try to
And
come
could
to.
come meet the whole crowd.
Yeah, I know it's not polite to point, but you know exactly who I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah, I'm looking at you. Anyway. Somebody commented that I never look into the camera and talk to the audience. I'm always looking at you.
I see.
And then somebody else come in and said, well, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for always looking at Deb.
There you are.
Yeah. I'm fortunate in so many ways.
Okay.
All right, that's enough. This is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures. And you know exactly what we're going to say. We're not camping.
We are living.
And you all get out there and do some living. And we will see you again soon. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.